Yes, I have a hand. That's a good start. And that means I'm quite handy. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. God, that feels weird to say on how often we played Xenoblade. In the last episode, we made our way to the monastery, and it seems like we have a friend in a high place who really doesn't like us and who is very lazy. Thanks, Sophis. But in this episode though, we are here in the monastery, and seems like we've been forced into a situation in which we're going to be a teacher. So, it's going to be great. Anyway, let's meet our friends.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
He's like a green-haired Snape.
Yeah.
You should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
It also doesn't help at the fact that his name starts with S. Severus Snape. But hey ho. It seems like we have our first objective, and it's not to sit on that throne. I guess let's talk to her.
Already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
We've been giving an inkling, yes.
The 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
It doesn't seem like we have much of a choice in what we
May I
do.
ask a favor of you?
But yeah, we get an iron sword, vulnerary, and hand money. So yep, let's do it.
If I declined it, it probably would have declined affinity.
You would have just been killed right on the spot right there. So it says that quest is a box stand affair in this game, and seems like, judging from the yellow arrow, we have our first objective. So let's go there. Okay, weird how we have to go to the arrow and not the actual location, which is a bit weird. First off though, I want to give this game a lot of credit. Normally in games like this, you have cutscenes which are fully voiced over and fully animated, and in the lesser cutscenes, you have character portraits and just the voice actors just doing one-note words.
Like, hello.
Yeah, but this though, from what we've seen so far, each of those lesser narrative sections, they're fully voice acted, so that is a really nice welcome. Anyway, let's welcome all these guys who just seem to not want to talk to us. Kind of wish these were fully voice acting, but that's just nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
But I guess these guys are just NPCs, and we have a cat! We have a cat! I see cat! Cat! This game is 10 out of 10. It has cats. Look at it. Look at it catting around over there. And lying down. Oh, that's nice. A lot of people had to work hard on that cat animation. If you couldn't tell, I'm kind of a cat person. But enough about me. We have our first lovely lady. Let's have a talk to her.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
It wouldn't hurt. Oh, so we get to see everyone. See, I was thinking, oh, we get to have a little backstory on like the entire faction, but no.
Is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
So we get to see these characters' personality traits and their stats, which I really like straight off the bat. So I'm going to guess.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating.
I like how, because I'm going to assume we are going to have to pick a side or pick characters who want to go into battle with. So straight off, I really appreciate that.
Which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is...
I do find it weird how this guy has a lot of strengths and a lot of weaknesses, but oh well.
Well, from what I've seen, a lot of people really like Edelgard.
Yeah, for me, I'm getting a sort of like
He's remarkably
Elma vibe.
Yeah.
I'm her from Xenoblade X. I swear to God, I'm not simply Xenoblade centric, even though I kind of am.
Well, nah.
But I can assure you, I'm not going to say Xenoblade all the time, because that would be entirely redundant and annoying.
I suppose he
What's
would
like
be
my
destined to become an official
commentary?
of the Empire.
Yes, I'm aware.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
He's probably going to die.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Otherwise, she's doomed.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
But I'm sure we're going to find out, because everyone has a
To the
backstory in
west
these
of
games.
Focus is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the
Bridget.
granddaughter of their king.
Archipelago. Are you serious? I tried not to make the comparisons to Xenoblade X, but game, you are making it hard. Or Xenoblade 2, I should say. I apologize. Watch, I want to learn about her.
So I am the I wonder. I hope you.
That's great, but you do not want to learn about me?
Me?
No.
Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Do we? Do we? I'm not quite sure. I feel like she's being a bit pleasant, considering the fact that we chose another kingdom over hers.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Yes.
I'm so bittersweet about my role. I like just standing here. Oh, God, I hate my life. And I get a view of students, cats, and more desks. You know, I made the joke that this seems to be like Hogwarts, but seriously, this is kind of spot on to it.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have like this closed off outside quarter similar to Harry Potter's aesthetics is. So it's hard to say they may not have drawn inspiration, but oh well. But enough observations. Let's get to know more characters, because judging from Edelgard's description, we have a lot, and it also says the names of people who are in our camera field, which is very nice. So yeah, let's have a chat.
A humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks.
As you can tell by my character portrait.
He gives me a kanji vibe.
This is Petra. She has come all the way from Bridget to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra.
I know,
Please
the
tell
guy
me
told
more.
us.
No, I am pleased to have met you.
I do not know how to speak English. Beep boop.
True that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Not that you can see, I'm being blocked off by this guy. Linhard,
Yeesh,
goodbye.
How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Oh, don't worry. We won't be in the same class, but I'll be the one with the croc. With the crop.
You don't have a familiar face. What brings you here? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of...
I also get an on or resay vibe.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Especially with the wink there.
Especially since he's a songstress as well, not helping. We're trying not to draw too many comparisons to other RPGs, but it's really hard not to because we're not a big Fire Emblem fan base here, so we have to compare to what we've seen. But we are welcomed into things that are new here. So far, though, the character designs and art style in general is very appealing.
I'm not seeing any copy and paste people.
No,
At least not yet.
It's definitely gone for a more regal vibe, and so far, no one is rubbing me the wrong way so far. So yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
And from the Harry Potter vibe, it doesn't help that they're calling themselves houses and have exclusive areas for each house.
My apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself.
And I like Dimitri so far.
Okay, for reasons.
Well, he didn't suck in the battle.
Oh, what do you mean? He actually hit a person during the first fight. What a low barrier to entry.
I'm simply a student, and I've heard word that you are to become a professor here.
Yes, you better be a good boy, otherwise things are gonna go very south for you.
From your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
Even though I just explained myself and, introduced myself.
My story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that...
What is that stance he's doing? Oh gosh, I'm so shy. I don't know how to express myself. Jeez. You're not bashful, dude. Look at you.
He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius.
Is everyone in this starting game an heir to some kingdom or land?
Yeah.
Seriously, this it's like Mary Sue the freaking game. Oh, I'm the emperor. Oh, I'm the crown empress, and so on and so forth.
I'm the heir to so and so.
And even then, they have a commerce like, oh, I was the daughter of a very famous and very successful opera house. Like,
I'm a songstress.
It's like, come on. Hey, I hear he was born a commodore, but
earnest personality. So I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
despite him looking like a ghost.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser.
So he's basically Yusuke from Persona 4.
About it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
He likes the ladies. Come on.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom.
I like how he hasn't said her name yet.
She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul.
I don't know her name, so I'm just gonna say she, her.
Yeah. But I think she has the name of a car brand.
She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
Don't they all at this point?
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times.
I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Jesus! Well, that's good. So, good on the battlefield, crap in the kitchen.
She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth,
I don't know how I feel about them giving them such nice descriptions, thinking, oh yes, they're such hardworking, they're very loyal, they're very brave, and they're very diligent. Until they mess up on the battlefield, in which case, I hate you so much, I want you to burn. Burn, burn, burn.
Dimitri, all of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Awesome. And we spot only four people in this house.
Must be my lucky day today, being approached by such a beauty.
I wonder if he says that if we're a man.
That's what I was just wondering.
Is he like, does he turn from a skirt chaser to what? A crotch chaser? A jean chaser? How does that work?
And I wonder what the word is replaced with if you're a man.
Oh, such hotness, such coolness. That is a complaint that I see from time to time in an aesthetic like this, but yet they throw out lines like "dude" or something along that nature.
Or if you have like a game in which you create a protagonist, it's always like, "Hey, rookie." It's always rookie.
Even though I've saved, you know, whatever setting it is in numerous times. But this is just us talking about RPGs in a nutshell, not really focusing on anything Fire Emblem based. But so far though, based on my going back to the first episode, since we're talking about other people here, I want to talk more about the first time in which our first battle went. I feel like it didn't go as well as what it should have, because, you know, one of the guys died.
Yeah.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
One thing that really threw me off in that fight, and I'm not trying to make any excuses for myself, I sucked in that fight, absolutely, no doubt about it. But my movements in that fight were solely based on the fact that I was expecting the other units, the enemy movements, to move on their own accord, similar to what other games would do. And seeing the fact that they didn't move, it left me in sort of an awkward position because they were all grouped up. So going in with just one character wasn't going to be enough, because I could only move one character at a time. And
you didn't seem to have enough room to move the bowman.
No. So that is just I don't think it is reflective of the final of the game overall, but that tutorial level, in my opinion, was not the best, and I'm really curious on what other people would think of it. So if you agree, disagree, write down below, because I'd love to know.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet?
Dude, I'm yet to go in the front door.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well.
Oh, do tell, young man. We can get to know each other in detention. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on him, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself.
You could tell from his face. He looks a bit pompous.
And look at the rose on his chest. I'm Valentine's Day in human form.
That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
You can kind of tell what these people's personalities are. Like, a really shy girl has a blush on her cheeks, and a really arrogant man has this face, or a ladies' man has really nicely styled hair.
Normally I would say that's a bit tropey, but considering the fact that there is a lot of characters and they each have distinct look or descriptions, it's a lot of variety, so I gotta give them credit for that. Even though this guy's, you know, shirt is begging for release.
and this guy looks like a big, gruff, fatherly figure.
Yes, or just big, in a nutshell.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight.
And he doesn't look like a knight type to me. He looks like a bookworm.
So he's going to get his Krev kicked in on the battlefield. Buddy, you're not going to last long.
I appreciate your effort.
We did it, but we weren't quite done with everything.
Well, what? I guess I'm good. Have you met the folks?
That's a bit weird how it interrupted us, but alright.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ardelia, and is probably the youngest student.
Not Dracula though. That's copyrighted. except it's not. It's public domain.
I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Wow. This place is boring as crap. Not the best way to introduce an area.
That's all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
She looks like a motherly figure. She hates us all.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother.
What is it with this game an only child? Jesus! Your character traits don't have to be based on how many kids you have.
I guess it's hard because if you have multiple kids, it's hard to become like an heir to the throne because you'll have competition.
True, but this nation's not horny. We swear. Everyone only has one child.
She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Okay, so that's everything. So now let's get to know the students.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Saved. Saved, yes. This is a very awkward house to be in right now.
My parents are Alliance merchants. And I am Lysithea von Ardelia. Please do not forget it.
What do you think?
We'll try.
Hey,
Lila.
mercenary.
That's my nickname for you now.
Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Your chippiness, I like you. She's very chipper. Anyway, no. And seems like we have Big Boy over here.
The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli. Captain
I
Gerald's
can't
first
see you
and
behind
youngest
the Big Boy over
apprentice.
here.
He's told you about me?
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
I'm Captain Gerald's daughter. Didn't you just say that?
Well, I know who I hate.
Must be that renowned mercenary. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a cup of tea sometime.
A cup of tea.
You will want to remember it.
Wow.
What do you think?
I already don't like a couple of people there. As soon as I said, none of these people are rubbing me the wrong way. But oh well. So far though, a nice and firm intro to all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Not too big and not so cutscene heavy.
Mm-hmm. Get to know some of their personalities, including their strengths and weaknesses, including in battle.
Yeah, and I also do like how it stopped you halfway through, say like your quest is done. So if you want to go back, you can, which I can appreciate, and I get the feeling we should have utilized because now the game's opened up and now we're lost. Oh God, no. Hi, I spawned in from nowhere. Well, I guess that's the audience chamber we need to go in, but we have other people than me, I suppose.
I'm real busy, so could you please... Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need?
I like his frowny face. I hate you. Crass analyzer? Well, this is getting into games in which we, or mechanics which have no idea yet.
I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
And yet you're doing nothing but wasting my time.
And
teacher.
What are you doing with that crest?
Who
Hello,
knows?
Professor. Dropping by so soon? Are you ill? This is the infirmary.
Wait, so you're the nurse?
If you're ever wounded or sick, do feel free to drop by. Or if you would like a nice cup of tea. Would you? Well,
I'm okay with this place offering tea constantly. I'm not stereotypical though. It's my personal taste. And did she stop moving when you stopped moving?
I thought she was a ghost when I first saw her.
Oh my god. And plus, this place has cats.
But we can't interact with them.
Yet. We can't do anything with the crests, and we can't do anything with the cats. Keyword yet. And thank God we have a run button, which, can I say, looks a little bit awkward and a little bit staticky. It doesn't seem like fluent. Trust me, I've seen a lot of animations in my time.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodlan. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
I'm on death's door. I expect we're going to get some more elaboration on that guy. And he's saying, I have worked in this library for over 40 years. And meeting you, I can absolutely say without a doubt, I have wasted my life.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights.
Speaking of wasting a life.
That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain
are you not getting on in your years, dude? I mean, that's
where I come in.
I'll be honest, your voice doesn't speak chipper youth to me.
Yeah, it's like gruff and worn after so many wars.
I don't give a damn, but why am I here? If you're considered young, how old's a bloody captain? In his 90s? Here's a lie, bragging the captain. God help us all.
How are you enjoying your time at the academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Some of them are well-intentioned.
Yeah, some probably just like to eat.
Suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students.
Oh God, here we go. This is a choice in which we need to make.
Such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge.
So we are in competition with these guys. Right, so now we have to choose, and I like how it gives us an idea on who we have in each house. And like I said before in the first episode, I am solely for the battlefield. The social elements and all the school, that's on Alice. So I shall be quiet, not sway her in any way, and she can talk about what choice she wants to make.
Well, I see a lot of people favoring the Black Eagle, but it's probably because of Edelgard. I really honestly don't know. I mean, I like Dimitri, but I mean, what's your preference?
I have none. Like I said before, it's all on you. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna say this. We are going to have to use everyone in the house, not just the leaders. So make your decision based on that as well. For example, you may not like the ideas of how their leader acted, but maybe the others will have a hand. So it's really up to you.
It's kind of a hard decision because all those characters seem really interesting. I want to get to know all of them.
I'm hoping we get a chance to explore every one of them going forward, but at the end of the day, though, it's up to you. We'll cut to when we make a conversation, or if Alice wants to talk us through her thought process.
I think I'll go with the Blue Lions.
Okay, reasons being?
So you have chosen the
I like the
Blue
leader,
Lions
and
led by
I like some of the
Dimitri,
characters
correct?
that he has. But I like all the characters, so it's really hard for me to decide.
Well, we'll have to see. Blue Lions it is.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
So, we're getting test time. Test anxiety abound. I wonder if that's going to be a thing.
Our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it. But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions.
Bet you feel
so sorry, Professor.
silly now.
Look the same age as the rest of us, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
Oh, you're cute. I like
I
you.
say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing.
Coming from you, I don't like you using at the word consent, douchebag.
After all,
I've got my eyes on you, good sir.
So, we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
No. We speak friendship, or we don't speak at all.
I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Okay, that's it, mate.
Control yourself,
Time out.
I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later.
Like my turn for
You will
tea.
show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
I've always wanted to punch you in the face.
I'll patch you up straight away.
So she's the healer.
Okay, Mercedes.
Your Highness.
She hasn't. Her name still hasn't been uttered, by the way. Mercedes, I'm so sorry. Someone's had to say it.
Is it because of a copyright issue?
I don't know.
Don't worry too much to do. I'll be fine.
But I just find it funny how everyone is getting noted except for her.
Blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh. I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend. You really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor.
His voice acting is so cheesy, it's almost off-putting.
House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much
we'll cause. As we look at the guy to our right. I have zero issue with everyone except for that guy. I need to keep my doors locked at night. So, are we actually getting involved in a battle right now? Because if so, that's nice for me because I thought I'd be sitting this episode out. And we have I can hear there are new places to explore. Received 1,000 G, so we're rich.
Just for funding the activities.
Do we have a budget? Is this like a management game? Oh Jesus!
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power
Ah,
of
you
crest
see?
resides
I'm
within you.
using this mechanic now. Next, we get to engage with cats.
You don't know about crests? Well,
I'm not going to drop this. Through this entire series, I want cats.
Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
I'm gonna give you the pet cat ability.
Oh, lovely.
Crests are a
In the battlefield, it's a way to improve morale. Just break up the kittens. So-and-so has died. Release kittens from the sky. It's raining cats, literally, but no dogs though. Dogs are not allowed in this kingdom, apparently.
Passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
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 Sounds funny coming from him.
I do agree. I do like the boons on this one. Give it some boon. Ryan, he's not.
As much, yes, but we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However,
it's a very gross process. As what it is essentially is, it's magic, which is I feel like for a Fire Emblem game, even especially for like experts on the series, this seems like a very overly drawn out dialogue for magic, especially since magic is so well established in games nowadays. I say nowadays, more like for the past 25 years.
Yes, of course.
Yay!
You want me to keep talking? Excellent! I like you more. Most people tell me to shut up at this point.
Especially that lady across the hall from me.
But she has very nice assets.
What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Oh, I'm so happy in my delivery.
That even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
I'm not going to sleep at night.
I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done.
I wonder if it has something to do with Sothis.
Maybe.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps, what in the world?
I like the sparkles that come from the sky. It's like he's crying tears of joy. I like our blank stare there. It's like, I have no reaction to this. I'd like to think he says, please, could you leave? I need time to squee.
Moon, professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes
you know,
days
like
on which
life.
events and missions will take place. Pay careful attention to your schedule.
Have you ever played a school game before? How do schools work? So, yeah, it seems like we have a schedule, woohoo. So we get to... So we have our first day off, it would seem. Wait, do we? Because the gold is where we are now, so if you want to explore, we can.
And the 30th is when we're going to have that rivalry battle, and it's also Ferdinand's birthday.
Alright, so, well, I guess we know what we're going to do. Let's explore. Or, I would want to save that for next time.
Save that for next time.
Alright then. This is my room. Now I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. A woman's voice in your head. This game has had no inkling of that, none whatsoever.
How do you not know Sothis yet?
She spoke in my head before. The next day, who's that voice in my head? I have no idea. I worry for this character. It's like she forgets everything a new day comes. Every day is like a whole new adventure. Just like every new episode is gonna be an adventure. baby, because we are going in blind. We are going in unexperienced with this game and Fire Emblem in a nutshell.
And we're probably gonna do some really stupid things. We're probably gonna piss a lot of people off.
If you want to just see a car wreck, stick with this series, guys. Please, because you are probably gonna be crying, laughing,
cringing,
raging, or butt clenching, or all of the above. I want to say, I like what this game is going. I've always wanted to play a Fire Emblem game, but I just know that I'll never be good at it. So, if this seems like your cup of tea, join us for the ride, because oh my god, it's going to be a ride that's going downhill and then ends in an explosive fashion with everyone dying.
Massive gong show.
Yeah, you could say it's mass destruction. But anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and join us for Free Houses next time.
Mass destruction. It's funny because she has blue hair.
Oh my god. Already we're going on with the puns. This ain't gonna be good.